When I read that, I thought Breaking Bad is based on military. Can you take a picture? Just like I'm handing it to you, like
I don't know what I'm doing.
yeah. There we go. Okay. So, this painting comes from chapter 14 of my second novel, The Adventures of Infinity and Negativa. At the end of the previous chapter, the main character, who I'm dressed as, her name is Nuru, has just drowned in the Caribbean Ocean off the coast of Honduras while attending a 24-hour underground music beach party. The title characters, Infinity, who's at top, and Negativa, are twin fantasy mathematical sisters who reside in Nuru's head. The twins, who always start off every chapter, experience, debate, and riff their own scenes based on Nuru's reality. In this painting, only their silhouettes are shown. Infinity has the waist-long dreadlocks, and Negativa wears the afro. Where are we? Negativa asked. Infinity slowed down her random spinning along 3 axes. We're in the quantum matrix of choices. Negativa frowned. Quantum? As in how I want to drink, alcoholic of course, after the heavy lectures involving quantum mechanics. Infinity chuckled, which increased her spinning. No, although that pi mnemonic does use the word quantum. Negativa shrugged her shoulders in confusion. You see, each word in that sentence contains the same number of letters representing the first 15 numbers of pi. 3.141592653588979. Enough with the mumbo jumbo. Just take me back to Sunjam. Infinity raised her hand and illuminated the 12 pathways back to the beach party. You have all these variations to choose from. What are the outcomes? Infinity wiped her finger. We're not allowed to know the outcome before we take the pathway. That's a little crap. Negativa rolled her eyes. How do the humans decide? Infinity's spinning angular velocity sped up as she lost control. You want to know the human opinion? I know they're a bunch of fuckwits, but how do they go about choosing a pathway? Well, some are so controlled they make very few of their own choices. Others avoid choosing their own pathways at all costs. A few analyze patterns, then decide, while many analyze and pray for divine intervention to help guide them. In other words, they're irrational, just as I've always thought. Negativa cocked an eyebrow and put her hands on her hips. I'm taking this pathway. She slid back to the beach. Infinity stopped spinning and followed her sister. Negativa eyes bulged open and she spat up puke. Homero turned her on her side. Ocean water and vomit stung the back of her throat. Welcome back to the land of the living. He rubbed between her shoulder blades until she finished coughing. The small crowd applauded. Through the spaces between various pairs of legs, the ocean, which had swallowed her whole, mocked her distress with its tranquil lapping against the shore. She put her head between her knees more to hide her face than to breathe easier. What's going on? Neru's head snapped up. The ferocity of Strug's expression directed at Homero softened when he switched his attention to her. She reached up to embrace him. He bent down to hug her. Strug whispered, "It's okay, baby." "I'm hungry." "I'll take you back to the hammock and bring you some food." No, don't leave me. Let's go together." She stood on shaky legs. Strug's strong arm secured her. "Take good care of our girl," Homero said to Strug. Strug's arm flexed around her torso. "I got this." He parted the crowd, divided the beats within the music, and made room for her to exist. With slackened jaw and unfocused eyes, Nuru put one foot in front of the other within the protective bubble. The presence of her pendant comforted her. The surrounding commotion blurred by at 100 kilometers per second as she drifted through it. Strug guided her to sit down and handed her a plato tipico. His hands enveloped the sides of her face. I'm going right over there to get lemonade. You can watch me the whole time, okay? She nodded. He kissed her on the forehead and joined the drink line. Oh, that was sweet, Lauren cooed, startling Nuru. Damn, girl, what the hell happened to you? She sat down and picked debris out of Nuru's hair. Can I have some fries? Thanks. She stuffed a few into her mouth. You did this to me. Did what? Tried to kill me. What did you mix in with that herb? Lauren screamed, laughing. Girl, if I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead. You wouldn't be sitting here talking to me. Nuru broke a small piece of grilled meat and wrapped it into a torn tortilla and nibbled. You definitely look like you returned from the dead, though. She helped herself to more fries. You know, that man of yours is something else. Hotness rushed through Nuru. Rapid blinking cleared the fog. Is that what this is about? You want my man? You know, I've learned the hard way. Men are down a dozen. Money, on the other hand, that's what makes things happen. I don't owe you anything. That's what you keep saying, but I don't remember ever turning you away in your times of need. So much for that. I ended up dropping out of college anyway. All the education you need, you learned on the pole. We both did. Nuru shot a glance to Strug, who'd struck up a conversation with other people in the drink line. Then back to Lauren. There aren't any poles on this island. Everything's a pole. Haven't you learned that by now, Miss College Dropout? There's always pussy for sale. She seductively circled a crisp French fry around her mouth before biting it in half and winking at Nuru. Strug returned to the table with 3 large plastic cups of lemonade. Thanks, just what the doctor ordered. Lauren reached for a cup, gulped down half of it, and then stood up. Well, I'm off to go with the flow. Catch you later. She patted Nuru on the head and blew Strug a kiss.